guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alice Winters. I'm a musical artist.
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
And a YouTuber. I know all of you have been missing the old intros, so I decided to throw it in along with a new intro as well, as you guys seen earlier. Before I get into this video, I quickly want to ask you to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers and show you guys a beautiful plaque that I can share with you all. Everyone who has already subscribed has helped me so much. Everyone who follows me on Twitter, on Instagram, links in the bio. Thank you all so much for the kind messages that you've been sending me and tweeting me. I have a new content schedule for you all, so here it is. I will also be announcing this in Saturday's video, but on Tuesdays I will be posting music videos, covers, originals, etc. Thursdays will be conspiracies like the one I'm going to post today, which you are watching now. Fridays, probably every second Friday, will be a new series that I'm starting. I don't want to give away too much about it. It's a fictional series, so it is acting, but I'm excited to show you guys because it's going to be really cool. And it might be a little bit scary. That's the only hint you're going to get. I think I just shook my whole table there. And Saturdays will be YouTuber news videos, so that will be the news that you all have been asking for about Lance Stewart, Cody, Lizzie, Anthony, Shane Dawson, other YouTubers. Anything that is newsworthy or anything that you guys are interested in will be in those videos. So you guys will be getting that once a week. If you haven't seen Tuesday's cover of this week, go check it out. It's one of my favorite covers that I've posted. Please also go follow Abeaudio, link is also in the bio. They mix and master all of my music. It's one of my really great friends, and they also have a really cool YouTube channel, so yeah, go check it out. Let's get into this conspiracy. So, in my previous videos, I had kind of touched a bit on the subject of UFOs, but we are going to go a lot deeper into it, and I think you guys are going to lose your minds a little bit on how much proof there is on the topic of aliens and UFOs and even space travel. Most of the time, whenever people report that they've seen a UFO, reporters, the government, and so on will state that it was simply a military aircraft.
There's no way that it was balloons or an aircraft or helicopters.
They'll also go as far as stating that it was simply a figment of our imagination. It was something inspired through science fiction movies or culture, which I think is a little bit far-fetched. Other people even think that, well, the reason why you're having dreams about aliens or you're seeing aliens, it's because you've heard about it or you've seen it already before, whether it was in the media, in a book, or simply because other people have also described this thing to you.
Your alien's gonna look like my alien, the alien we both saw on television.
That is a lot of the proof going against the existence of aliens and UFOs, which, in my opinion, and again, opinion isn't fact, that is a weak argument. And that is an argument that kind of shows that they're trying to hide something bigger. People even believe that there's evidence through messages, artifacts, crop circles, pyramids, and so many more things. In 1995, which is 1 year after I was born, a doctor actually saw some really unexplainable lights in the sky, and thankfully she had her camera and she pulled it out and filmed the experience as best as she could.
It didn't budge, it just slowly dimmed, as if once it disappeared, it was still there. I mean, it really went through the most populated corridor of Arizona, totally silent.
The military actually tried to claim that this was simply flares, but a special effects professional actually did an experiment on this and proved the military and government completely wrong.
Anybody will be able to spot that's a flare rather than a craft. So we've got a shimmering red light there.
What makes it harder for people who have actually seen real UFOs is that other people have seen things that were in fact weather balloons, military crafts, flares, even Venus was mistaken before for a UFO. But again, there have been real sightings, it's just they're taking these mistaken sightings as cover-ups for the real ones. So, we are going to talk about the Roswell conspiracy, and this one kind of blows my mind a little bit because it shows how much the government is actually trying to hide from people and how they would lie to everyone. So the story that the government gave everyone was that they were releasing a weather balloon, but the real story is that they were releasing a surveillance balloon to spy on Soviet nuclear testings, which is a complete lie and the opposite as to what they told everyone. I know everyone will say, well, obviously they didn't want to tell them something like that, but it just goes to show that they would lie. That's the point here. They would lie if they personally feel as if it benefits humanity, and who's to say that what they feel is right all the time. And I think we all know that the government does some things that we all wouldn't agree with, that they probably wouldn't even agree with, but that benefits them financially so that they do it anyways. Anyways, side topic, moving on. The military has, however, had their own experience with UFO sightings.
There were 3 indentations in the ground, about 1.5 to 2 inches deep, about 8 to 10 inches across. They were about maybe 8 foot apart.
When they were testing the radiation ratings, the ratings were actually 4 times higher than normal, which is insane and not safe at all. And also not normal for a random spot in this place to just have high radiation.
There's no doubt about it. There's some type of strange flash roadway here.
It appeared to be shedding something like molten metal.
So a lot of scientists actually believe that aliens do exist. It's just that they would exist on planets similar to ours. The only thing is that any planet that would necessarily be similar to ours would be very, very, very far away from us.
Life seems to form we would expect. One simple way to find life would be to look for planets like Earth.
So a lot of people say that for an alien to be able to travel at such distance in a realistic amount of time, they would have to travel faster than the speed of light, which most people say isn't possible. Einstein came out with a few theories and finally came out with this final theory that kind of proved that it could be possible. So there is actually a way to bend space itself in order to travel to another side of the galaxy. Isn't that insane? It's hard to wrap your head around the thought of bending space. What exactly does that mean? Well, I'm going to show you a clip that explains this really well.
Imagine a heavy ball on a rubber sheet. The ball's presence causes the sheet to distort into a hollow. If a smaller ball is then dropped onto the sheet, it will spiral toward the heavier ball.
Another way that beings travel in space is through wormholes, which I know you all have heard about.
If you are to fold a sheet of paper, then you realize the shortest distance between 2 points is actually a wormhole.
Even in stories and movies like Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass, and even I would say The Hole in the Ground, those are wormholes into other dimensions, other realities, other galaxies, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is to you. An even crazier thought. This one actually blew my mind so much because of how scary and cool it is all at the same time.
The alien craft would collapse the space in front of it and simultaneously expand the space behind it.
Moving space itself. How would people do that? Bending space is one thing, but moving space itself, that means that you would be traveling across the galaxy without physically moving your craft, and that all of space is moving towards you so that it brings you closer to your destination. What?
Well, if I squeeze the balloon at this end, then I expand this region of the balloon. The distance between the starship and these stars has increased, but the starship hasn't moved at all with respect to its local surroundings.
This is also very dangerous for any surrounding objects because everything nearby will be destroyed. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think aliens are real? Do you guys think that it's something that is influenced by culture and science fiction? And if so, then what do you think influenced those people to make that? Who influenced the first person to write about aliens if aliens aren't real, in your opinion? That's what I really want to know. If you think aliens are real, I would love to know any experiences you've had or why you believe in them. Do you think the government would try and hide up something like this in order to protect people or in order to acquire information from them in sort of a selfish way? I want to know what you guys think. Check out Saturday's video coming up about YouTuber news, and I'll see you guys next time.